everybody. Welcome to the Tonya Hofmann TV and radio show. I am Tonya Hofmann. This is the Change Your World So You Can Change the World show. It is all about truly that. And every one of my guests, as you've seen in the past, wow. That's all I can say. And today, hi, Martha. Martha Giffen's with us.
Hello.
Yay!
Hello. Hi.
And oh my gosh, she's incredible. So we're about to cover the world of Twitter. Oh, I know. Some of y'all just cringe. Ugh, I don't understand it. I don't have time for that stuff. Well, she's going to explain why you have time and why you should make time. You know, even for myself, I know I've got to get better at all of that because it's part of our world now. It's not going away. It's something that you've got to incorporate with what you're doing. If you're just now joining us, this is your first show. I am Tonya Hofmann, and I am the CEO and founder of the Public Speakers Association. And if you'd like to find out more about that, it's publicspeakersassociation.com. So when I look at the amazing people that I get to meet, and that's why one reason everybody should become a speaker, because it is so much fun hanging out with speakers. We're all like, what do you think, Martha? Like triple A personalities. Oh my gosh, we have a hoot and a half. And when Martha and I still never met in person yet, and we're just talking about how we need to do that. But you get the chance to talk to people all over the world, and she, by far, has one of the best accents in the world. So you're about to experience the whole Martha. So Martha, how are you doing?
I'm so great, Tonya. Thanks so much for having me on here today. Your energy is just always off the charts, and that's what I love about speakers, the energy that goes with it.
Right? Exactly. You know, I was talking to Les Brown the other day, and he was saying how exactly that we've all have to kind of bring each other down, but we don't. We just keep pushing each other up. And that's what I love about the speaking world in general, is not only are we lifting up our constituents, our audience, but it's also about lifting each other up. So I love that.
Yes, me too.
So tell us a little bit about this Twitter world, because to me it's still confusing, and I've been trying to play with it forever. So can you give us some insight to this?
Well, I love Twitter because Twitter is where I started with social media. When I first came online, I didn't really think about having a business online. And Twitter, I was connecting with people, and they were talking about seminars and doing this and doing that. And it really immediately, I realized that I could converse on there and meet people that I would never get to meet before. One of the first people that I met through Twitter was Dr. Joe Vitale. And he's the star of one of the stars of The Secret. And so right off the bat, I thought this is going to be something wonderful. So Twitter for me, really it levels the playing ground. And for me, I've just had so much success with it. I've inked a book deal from Twitter. I got my biggest private client came from Twitter. And I've just met, really cool people. And what I love about Twitter, and the reason I think people should really look at Twitter, especially if they've not done it yet, is it's people that are in the moment. I mean, right now. It's not, post something now and they're going to see it later. It's whoever's there is talking right now. And so they're ready to talk to you and find out about your services. And I can't say enough great things about it, because to me, Twitter's the bomb when it comes to social media.
So is it something that we shouldn't use like Hootsuite or something where it automatically posts to? Is that hurting me by doing something like that versus going on?
No, absolutely not. That's not hurting you. And I will tell you that I use Hootsuite, and I do, automate some things from Twitter and really all my social media. But here's the thing. Twitter, there's several ways to use Twitter. One way is you want to get your content out to the world. And when you're when you're putting content out there, your blog post or, articles that you've written, things like that, it is fine to automate that because you cannot be there 24/7. So that's automated, and that will be a place where people can click on and find out more about you, read your blog posts and things like that. But Twitter is also a place for engagement. And you know what? No matter what kind of automation they come up with, you're never going to be able to automate engagement. So yes, use automation when it's appropriate for your content, but for engagement, you have to be there. You just do.
So how do you be there without spending like hours there?
Well, that's what I have found to be so wonderful about Twitter. I can spend 15 minutes over there and talk to several people at once. Usually what I go in and do, people that have followed me, while I've been off Twitter during the night or whatever, I go in and scan who that is, see if that's someone who needs my services, and I try to connect with them, on a more personal level. So that's what I do originally when I log in, and you can do that in a very short period of time. I use Twitter to connect with people. Also, you make that initial contact where they need something that you offer, and then I try very quickly to take it to the phone. I think one thing a misunderstanding that people have about social media is that you can sit behind your computer and make things happen all day long. That works to a point, but if you're going to talk with someone about a speaking gig, or someone has a question about your product, or, something of that nature, then you really need to connect with them on another level. Even though you and I have not met and we know each other through social media, we know each other through the Poet Speakers Association, we really got to know each other better through phone calls and through venues like this where you have a more intimate contact.
Right. I know and people are always surprised about this, anything on social media that's ever happened for me as far as sales, opportunities, started there. It originated there, but then it was about connecting with them offline. It's about talking to them on, hey, how can we connect? Can I call you? Can I shoot you an email? What can we do, right? And it is about getting it off. And that's what I think a lot of people get confused about. They want to still continue to do things on Twitter, but you can only do things in 140 characters, and you can't really communicate and get to know somebody.
Yes, the exception to that, I think, is in the tweet chats. Every week there are tweet chats that are offered, and that is how people are building actual communities on Twitter. One that I enjoy is called Blog Chat. It meets on Sunday night, and it's full of bloggers, people who want to be bloggers, people wanting to learn more about blogging. And there's a speaker chat if you want to get in whatever your niche is. If you can get in that 1 hour chat per week, you will find yourself in a Twitter community that continues to grow, continues to build you up. And this is a wonderful place for you to show your expertise. Whatever your expertise is, find a Twitter chat where you can add value. And that's really what Twitter's all about anyway. Anything that you tweet needs to add value to the stream, whether it's your blog post or whether it's just something you're saying. Be sure that you add value.
Wow, I had never heard of Twitter chat. This is something new.
Oh, my goodness. We are going to have to talk again.
I know. It's always something, I think that's the problem with the whole idea of the internet for most people. You know, it's constantly is changing. As soon as you feel like you got a handle of something, they change something. Facebook will do something different.
Yes, and you know what? People get so bogged down and overwhelmed with that I can't leave this interview without saying this, because this is really what I tell everybody that I work with or that I speak in front of. Social media is not about technology. Social media is about conversations. And once you figure that out, just use the platforms where your potential audience is, where your clients are showing up. There is no need to try to have a conversation, because honestly, you can't. There's no way to have a conversation on all the platforms. So pick and choose the ones that will serve you well and go there. I think that is really the misconception, is that people think they have to learn all these sites, and honestly, to grow your business, you will spend way too much time doing that. So pick the ones that serve you well. In my case, it's Twitter, and I still highly recommend it. And go there and have conversations that lead to clients. That's the bottom line of it.
I love it. So tell us, you've got a special offer you give away today. What is that?
Well, for anyone who is wanting to learn Twitter, I am your go-to person, and you can go to besttweetchats.com. I said it wrong. I said chat because I was talking about Twitter chat. It's besttweettips.com, and there's a downloadable a PDF there for you to get your groove on Twitter. And I love giving that away to people because it really takes some of the mystery out of Twitter. And it's besttweettips.com, and go there and get it.
Nice. So besttweettips.com.
That's
not
it.
Chat.
That'll take you there.
I love that one. I always mess up on things, and I'm like, I'm glad to see other people do it too.
Hey, you know what? That's what makes us human, and that's what draws people to us, I think.
Well, that's why I have 2 rules in my organization. I've had them forever. One of them is you have to be nice. No mean, grumpy, negative people allowed. You know, that's self-explanatory. And the other one is no perfect people, because I can't expect for anyone to expect me to be perfect, because if they are waiting for this perfect person, they're going to be waiting a long time.
Perfection is so overrated.
Perfection is so boring, you know?
Yes.
Especially in the speaking world, you know, I see it all the time. People ruin presentations by trying to make it a perfect presentation. And instead of showing their real personality, and that's what I don't even remember who connected us. Maybe it was Marion or someone. And as soon as I talk to you, I'm like, wow, this is a real person. And this is a real person who can talk about real Twitter stuff.
I really enjoy it. You know, that's the key to it, too. I mean, if you have something that you're passionate about, it's easy to share it. And you don't have to, have a fancy PowerPoint to do it, you know.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Martha, for joining us today. I really appreciate your time. We'll definitely have you come back on. How's that sound?
Thank you. I really enjoyed it too, Tonya.
Perfect. All right, everybody. Come back next week. Again, we'll have someone that goes, wow, I can't believe I got to listen to this person. And don't just leave it there. All right. Follow the person. Go check them out. Go and actually download their incredible gifts they're giving you. Take advantage of this opportunity to get to know these amazing people. And then have you even connected with me? You know, if you want to find out about maybe a local chapter for you for the Public Speakers Association, we've got an opt-in. Makes it easy. You just opt in to where you want to go. If you don't see a chapter near you, we're always looking for people to start a chapter. So contact us, get connected, follow us on Twitter, say hi on Twitter, you know, do something, take some action this week and make the world a better place. Thank you, and talk to you next week.